My Dying Brides, The Ghost of Orion, is a special record. It was created with blood, sweat and tears, and it was quite challenging for the members of the band. A band that almost broke up, with members leaving and the lead singer taking a step back to face the serious illness of his 5-year-old daughter. When push comes to shove, you have to show what you're made of. And the British band overcame the difficulties and pain and came back with a great record. A record that may never be their most popular cut, but looking at their entire reach and important discography will always be the most unique and the one having a very painful story. Stay with me, I will tell you the story, my opinion for the album, I will unwrap it and I will show just for you a copy with white vinyl records. More in a bit. I am Yannis, the founder of Vinylom Marketplace. In Vinylom you will find hundreds of thousands of metal vinyl records and more from many reliable sellers located around the world. If you are a seller, you can sell your records or CDs on Vinylom and increase your sales channels in a new and up-and-coming music marketplace. I'll be happy to work with you and help you with anything you need. Now, let's start talking about My Dying Brides, The Ghost of Orion. First of all, My Dying Bride were founded in Bradford back in 1990. In 1992 they released their first album. Since then, it's been 28 years and 13 great albums. My Dying Bride is an iconic band for the doom metal genre. The use of violin in their compositions is their trademark sound, and their music has something special that the fans of the band seem to enjoy. A mix of despair, melancholy, pain and loss. Ghost of Orion was released in 2020 with the band having to face a lot of challenges and difficulties in the process. A lot of members left the band, and the founding member and lead singer Aaron Stanthorpe has to face one of the most serious issues that a parent would ever have to face. His 5-year-old daughter was diagnosed with cancer in 2017. After a lot of psychological struggle, everything turned out okay, and Stanthorpe came back 1.5 years later, expressing through his lyrics all this tension and all the thought that this event caused. Andrew Graham, the guitarist of the band, wrote alone the whole album, and in 2018 Stanthorpe started writing the lyrics and being part of the whole process. In 2020 the album was released to the world. It may not be their most commercial album, but it sure is one they created under the most difficult circumstances, and its tone, for which we will talk about soon, was caused by specific reasons. Mark Minot was in charge of the production, a producer and a university lecturer who worked with a lot of bands in the past such as Rotting Christ, Paradise Lost and more. The outcome is exceptional and paints a vivid picture of the tone the band wanted to give to the world with this album. The great production keeps the quality of the album very high. The cover was designed by Eilir Cantor. Eilir Cantor is a Berlin-based artist and illustrator known mostly for creating album covers for metal bands such as Atheist, Iced Earth, Mekong Delta, Sodom, Testament and more. In an interview he said that Aaron Stanthorpe gave him the lyrics and the album title, and he trusted him to present with his design something symbolic that would fit not only the title but the overall undertones of all the lyrics. Cantor's idea was to present the symbolism of the obsession with loss and one's unwillingness to face the death of a loved one. The outcome is one of My Dying Bride's finest covers. Ghost of Orion was released in 8 different versions of vinyl, 3 of which were American and 5 European. The album has 8 songs and its duration is 56 minutes. It's 100% doom metal with some new touches. There are no outbursts in this album, everything is moving in a slow and steady tempo. Even though it comes from a place of deep sadness, Ghost of Orion isn't a depressing album. It's an album that celebrates the ascendance of life against sickness. Some songs are easier to digest even from the first listen, like the first 3 songs of the record. Broken Shore, Outlive the Gods, and of course Tired of Tears, where in its end Stanthorpe sings the lyrics, "Lay not thy hand upon, lay no hand on my daughter." A very powerful and very emotional moment, especially if you are a parent. It's without a doubt the most intense moment of the album emotionally. The 10 minutes long, The Long Black Island is my favorite cut on the album, especially the second half of the song. I believe is the highlight of the record, dark, intense and commanding. It's the second to last song before the album ends with instrumental Your Govan Shore. Ghost of Orion includes two remarkable interludes, the Solace with beautiful guitars and female vocals, and the Ghost of Orion, a very intense and atmospheric cut. One must listen to these interludes 2 or 3 times to successfully enter their world. The making of the album seems to be calculated and cautious. It's not a record made in a hurry, but a musical act, a theatrical piece. Although the steady slow and for some boring tempo, My Dying Bride managed to keep the interest in. If someone asked me which songs to listen to first, I would suggest 3. Broken Shore, Tired of Tears and The Long Black Land. Having listened to the Ghost of Orion over 20 times, I give you my rating for each song and in the end the overall rating of the album. Your Broken Shore, 8 out of 10, To Outlive the Gods, 8 out of 10, Tired of Tears, 9 out of 10, The Solace, 7 out of 10, The Long Black Land, 8 out of 10, The Ghost of Orion, 7 out of 10, The Old Earth, 8 out of 10, Your Govan Shore, 7 out of 10. There may be disagreements about the ratings and I would love to read comments with your ratings on the songs of the album along with your rating for the entire album. Ghost of Orion is an album that one must listen front to back to fully understand and feel what My Dying Bride are trying to say. My final rating for the album is 8 out of 10. Until the end of the year there will be a lot of vinyl reviews for metal albums that have been released or will be released in 2020. There are already many new albums for presentation and others are being prepared. If you want to watch videos of vinyl reviews as soon as I upload them, subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell. Based on the ratings, the top 10 vinyl albums of 2020 will be created at the end of the year with the 10 best metal vinyl records of the year. We will see how high the Ghost of Orion will reach the top 10 of the year at the end of 2020. This year, important vinyl records have already been released and we will review them all. Thank you for watching this video. There are also many interesting videos on the Vanillum channel that are waiting for you to watch. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's all for today. Enjoy music, enjoy life, enjoy vinyl. See you at the next vinyl review. Bye.